Welcome to the Zaanse region, the oldest industrial area of Western Europe. A visit will bring you back to times gone by. To 1697, when Tsar Peter the Great studied the knowledge of shipbuilding. His house is a museum nowadays. Or back to 1871, when Claude Monet painted the area, which he described as colorful, with hundreds of mills and delightful boats. Today's visit brings you to 1850, when my husband lived here. Tunis Slachter, born in 1783. His parents were livestock farmers. He did not, however, follow in their footsteps. Instead, he studied law and became mayor of Zaanse, one of the oldest villages in this area. This is our house. It's a simple mansion made of wood. Wood is largely available and therefore less expensive than a house made of stone. Green is the most popular color because the copper oxide it is made with prevents wood rot. My husband bought the mansion when he was 21 years old from Jan Brouwholm, a nobleman who had built it in 1734. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself properly. I am Katja Slachter, the mayor's wife. This is my stepdaughter, Hirtje, 40 years old, with 7 children. She has a sister, Mainutje, and her brother, Pieter. He is mayor of Berkhout, the birthplace of my husband. We are very proud of him. This is me behind the piano. And this is my best friend. She is a real sweetheart. Every afternoon we drink tea with some of our neighbors. Gossip is pretty normal, and word spreads like wildfire around here, especially if you share your news with Tinka, the lady of the manor house across the street. On any given day, while my grandchildren play hopscotch, you might catch us dancing around the tree in our garden. It's a family tradition and a good way to get some fresh air. When it rains, we play inside with the antique dollhouse. The children have to be very careful, as the dollhouse is mine, not theirs. When they are asleep, I read in my husband's history books heroic tales of Spanish invaders attacking us during the 80 Years' War. To defend ourselves, 13 fortifications were built along the Zaanse River. The Dutch word for fortification is Schans, hence the name Zaanse Schans. The 17th century is known as the Golden Age. This was a direct result of the Dutch trade overseas. The Zaanse region grew out to be the European center of shipbuilding, using windmills to saw the wood to build the ships. Once, over 600 mills were active at the same time, not only to saw wood, but also to produce oil, tobacco, paper, cocoa, spices, paint, chalk, even powder for the wigs of the nobility. Decline started around 1730 with the 4 English sea wars and the domination by Napoleon. When the French were defeated, new Dutch mayors were appointed, and my husband was chosen in Zaanse. For 33 years, he walked the short distance from our house to the town hall, one of the oldest stone buildings in the area. After his death in 1853, the new owner enlarged it with an extra room, a so-called good year's end. In 1873, Aris de Jager inherited the house, and his daughter married a book printer who used it for his printing machines. When their company was modernized, the house was donated to the Zaanse Schans Foundation. In 1963, it was transported to its current location, together with other precious buildings, to protect the typical Zaanse architecture. In 2012, my house was officially reopened by Queen Maxima and Princess Beatrix. In 2017, it was a location for the movie Mata Hari, The Naked Spy, in which the current resident, Ingrid Marsman, played the role of a strict aunt. And now Ingrid has become my voice to tell my story. She has pledged her heart to the house and gave it the name Mayor's Mansion in honor of my husband. Writers, painters, and filmmakers value its historical background, and visitors from all over the world discover its beauty. Who could have thought of that back in 1850? I hope you have enjoyed your visit, and maybe our paths will cross again one day.